we're back today, folks and fellers and dams and dames and all them people, with the next step here in getting the motor in. Flip this. There we go. Let me flip this shit around. Doodly doo. There we go. Mounts game for those guys. So, what a feller is gonna do here is, I already got the motor moved. No, I didn't get cleaned up. I asked, and there's gonna be more blood because they got more deer to hang. So, this is where I'm at right now. This is my allowed work space, which isn't bad. I'm gonna tell you guys why. Before I get to the mounts, first off, happy Remembrance Day to all the soldiers that have fought for our freedoms. Thank you guys and girls and boys. If it wouldn't be for you guys, we wouldn't be where we are right now. Well, you know what I mean. So thank you very much. Secondly, I got the greatest flippin' news. Something I've been waiting for 20 years? About 20 years I've been waiting for. As sad as it is in light of my grandma passing away, because like I said, I just filmed this here, today's Wednesday, you guys see it Friday, so I'm right there now. My uncle, okay, let me start off with this. I grew up on the farm, right, and my favorite mode of transportation, aside from my 78 Bonanza, was my 8182 Yamaha 125cc Tri-Moto, okay, the old yellow fucker, right? Since I could start it, I could drive it freely whenever the hell I wanted. That was the rule. If I could start it, I could drive, okay? So before that, I always used to get Grandpa or Uncle Aaron, or start for me, because it's pull start, right? So that's when they said, well, today you can pull it yourself. You can give her. So I did, and I made such amazing memories on that toy. On that thing, it's not even funny. And when my grandpa got sick, about 8, 9, 10 years ago, about 10 years ago or so, yeah, they ended up moving off the farm. Grandpa had a stroke, ended up moving off the farm. They ended up going to a home, and apparently the farm got broken into, and the trike got stolen. Now, this is just the rumor that I was told, right? And so anyways, during the other night, last weekend, we were having our family, thing after Grandma's, funeral. My cousin brought up that he just, he almost got it running. And I'm like, what'd you say, dude? And he's like, oh yeah, Dad just brought it back, not long ago, blah, 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 we've been working on it and almost got it running. And I'm like, I've been looking for that thing for fucking over 10 years. And I've got all the parts to restore it. So, he let me buy it off him for a really, you just can't say no price, right? I just can't say no price. So, you got that coming to the channel here right away. After this guy's done. As soon as this truck's done, as soon as the motor's in and the front end's on and all we're waiting for is the wiring, the trike. As soon as there's no more deer to haul, the trike, I'm going to be working on the trike. I'm going to be getting that thing running, getting it ready to go. Now let's look at these mounts, shall we? I don't know why the camera keeps shutting the fuck off, but okay, here's the one. 2 different companies, by the way, folks. And here's the other. As you can see, one looks a little bit more beefy than the other. So what I'm going to do is, because the passenger side was just beat the fuck when I pulled them out, I'm going to put this stronger looking one in the passenger side, and then just this guy on the driver's side. It would be smart for a feller to put the beefier one in the side that's the hardest to fucking replace. But we don't do that around here. We don't do that around here, folks. So, I'm going to set up time-lapse camera. I got my mountain soda, and we are going to start getting these mounts in. And then in the next video that we do, we're going to put the motor in. So, but before I get to the time lapse, I'm gonna leave one last little thing. I ordered my HP tuners. Cost me $650 Canadian. Okay, with 2 credits, so I could tune my truck. Right. Paid my $90 UPS worldwide expedited shipping. Right, $90 for shipping. Okay. Everything's all good. I got a phone call today from fucking UPS telling me that I need a brokerage fees, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, no. I paid my fucking shipping. Like, your deal's with the fucking company? Like, go fuck yourself. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have to deal with UPS, but I will, if I see a company that only deals with UPS, I will not buy your shit. They're too fucking stupid to just send it to Canadian, send it to UPS, send it to Canada Post. How about that? UPS, send it to CPS. How fucking retarded are you? But that's just the world we live in, folks. Yeah, so let's get this time lapse going and get these mounts on. Alright, folks, I got the wrench, both wrenches and ratchet here. This is really a 2-man job, but I'm going to try to do it myself. Got the mount that I'm going to use. It's a Westar EM2637. Fits pretty damn good on this side. So I'm going to get this side buttoned up here, and we'll be back. I'm going to get some tunes going first though. We'll be back. Let me check here. I have plenty of room. Alright, I got the one on, as you guys can see. Now, put the other side on, and then I'll jack the diff up. Am I bleeding? No, I thought I was bleeding, but it's just that red dot on my camera. There. Yeah, I'll get the other one on and jack it up. Getting them on was a fuck of a lot easier than getting them off. It's usually like a 2-person job. I did it by myself, as you guys seen in the time lapse, which is still running. This will all be edited out of that. So I did have to start all of them, and then this one last, just because it's a little bit bendy, right? So now I'll get this one on, and I'll be back. Alright, as you guys just saw, all done with the second one, or the first one. Now let's grab this bad boy and throw it in there. First, I'm going to have a quick sip of my mountain soda. It's like minus fucking like 2 or 3 degrees Celsius outside right now. It's awesome. So, alright, let me get the music going and start the time lapse. There we are, folks. I don't know why it always automatically does that, but that one's on, looking Zeuster down. That one's on, all nice and Zeus down. I didn't do too bad on that spray paint job, eh? Kinda, they work, it works. Like, you can't really even tell, it's just extra protection. I got the front diff up, as you guys saw, bolted in. And with that, I'm gonna call her a night. Yeah, it was a lot easier getting them out on, or getting them in, honestly, than it was getting them out. Maybe because the guy knows a thing or two the second time around, eh? Think about that, you guys. You know, when you're working on on stuff and you're like, oh man, I don't know how I'm ever gonna get back. How I'm ever gonna get it back together. You got it apart. You will get it back together. Now, whether or not all the parts will be there, but it will work. So, with that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps us out a lot. It helps me out because I got some big plans coming up. Like, awesome stuff I want to get done, I want to do. And it looks like I may have the support of some certain people on my end who, you know, could sorry, I was turning the camera off. Who could really, you know, really make things happen. So, yeah. So, like I said, guys, with that, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not doing this to get famous or like, you know, rich or fuck all or anything like that. I like we're doing this kind of stuff. And, you know, anyway, like I said last video, when in Rome, but it'll always be about the basics and the purity of it first, and not the bullshit ever. So, and with that, you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening, weekend, whenever, and I will see you next video. God bless. Butthole fingers.